Hey, today we got ourselves an '04 Lexus 430, and the challenge is that wheel bearing noise. Now, physically spinning it by hand didn't really develop any kind of an idea whether or not it's the left side or if it's the right side. They kind of sound the same when you try and rotate it by hand. The only way you can really start to make that noise happen is once you get to about 30 miles an hour, 40 mile an hour, and then it's difficult to determine which side it really truly is. So we all know about doing sensors on the bottom side, but I took it another step. Another technician had his ear under here, and he was thinking, oh, it almost sounds like it's coming out of the rear end. So we did a sensor on the rear, which was channel 3. And then I did a sensor on the knuckle, which is channel 2, and then another one on the other side, channel 1, located in the same spot. Now, I'll show you what I got on the scope. Hold on. Now, I always thought, the old school chassis ears worked pretty good. I can select through 6 different channels and listen for the more noisy one. But I always wanted it to where, you can have it on a scope. And of course, we've got other ways we could do that. However, I wanted to do something still wirelessly, so I can still take the lab scope or whatever, have it inside the vehicle, go for a drive, and then switch in between each one of them without a ton of wires running up inside the vehicle. So I wasn't sure if this was going to work or not. I didn't see why it couldn't or why it shouldn't. So this is just temporarily, but I may end up just taking an actual scope lead, cut it off, and put a 3.3 or a 3 millimeter head jack on it. But this is what we got. So channel 1, as you remember, was on the left. Channel 2 was the right. Channel 3 was in the rear diff. Now as I was scrolling through, this is now on channel 1. I switched it to channel 2. I switched it to channel 3. Switched it back to 2. And back to 1. What I meant by switching channels is meant by here. Switch it to channel 2, switch to channel 3, then I went back to 2, then I went back to 1. Okay, so we're back on this Lexus, and we went ahead and changed out the right rear wheel bearing. And what I wanted to show was, this is the first capture we got when we determined it was actually noisy. And I wanted to kind of leave that up there to kind of show you. Get here to the center. You can see where once I switched it, how it got noisier. So anyways, we're back on it now again, but this time what I'm going to do is we're going to do the green channel. So here we are. Let me take off the zoom here. And I believe that should do the trick. Let me go to a full window here. Okay, go for it. Get it up to speed about 35-40 miles an hour. So that's channel 1. Can I hold it steady there? And then we're going to switch it to channel 2, which is right here. And we switch to the 2. No real change. And I'm going to switch to channel 3. No real change. We'll go back to channel 2. No real change. Back to channel 1. Nothing really. So I think we're good. It's all pretty well equal. Go ahead and take the speed up more and we'll see if we get anything out of it. Go back to channel 2. Back to channel 1. Which actually the left side has a little more sound out of it than the right. Back to channel 2, which will be the right. So channel 2 would have been right there. Looks pretty good. So there we go. That was the fix. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.